1.5 years ago, this creature tricked me into adopting it, with its big eyes and cute meows. But it was all an illusion. This thing is 99% demon and 1% cat. And that's got me thinking. I can learn a lot from the mini demon and make a game that tricks people into lowering their guard with its cutesy feels and cutesy looks. And then BAM! Pain, suffering, nightmares, and bonks. And bonks. Now before PETA sends out their hitman or hit animal to euthanize my cat, I want to make one thing very clear. I love my little fart machine and I take good care of her. So PETA, stay the f away from my cat. Okay, so the big question is, how do you make a game cute, but also a torture to your soul? I think the best way of achieving this is with a Fodian platformer. You know, like Getting Over It from Bennett Foddy. They usually start off fun, using very simple mechanics, and then they become increasingly painful, and by the time you notice how defeated and depressed you are, it's too late. You are in too deep.
No. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm doing great.
And I think what really made Getting Over It so great was the simplicity of it. You control your character's movement using only your mouse. This is another trick that makes the game look easier than it actually is, which is important if you want to trick people into thinking, that doesn't look that hard. I'm gonna show all these noobs how it's done. And so I replicated that, but added my own twist that I stole from I meant heavily inspired myself from another game. OG Doodle Jump. Nope, this is not a joke. I took the character's auto jumping mechanic and made it so that you control it using your mouse. Basically, you move your mouse left and the character goes left. You move your mouse to the right and your character goes to the right. This might seem quite easy, but with the right level design, it's a hell of a lot more challenging than it looks. Which is exactly what I'm going for. That's the movement mechanic done. I now need to work on the level mechanics, like platforms and obstacles. So I created some basic platforms of different shapes, a wall jump platform, as well as the very first obstacle, the cucumber. Mr. Cucumber does exactly what real-life cucumbers do.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
And if you dare touch it, your cat goes into panic mode, which most likely will make you fall all the way back down. 100% realism. I then introduced a jump pad to the mix, as well as folding platforms. Jump pad makes you jump higher, and folding platforms fold when you jump on them, making you unable to jump on them again. But after a short period of time, they will come back up. This folding platform also inspired the next platform, the cloud platform. Cloud platforms fade in and out of existence. If you jump on them while they are visible, you jump normally, and if you jump on them while they are transparent, well, you simply fall through them. And this already allows me to create some very interesting and evil combinations, like following a trapdoor platform by a cloud platform. If you jump on it and the cloud isn't in its physical form, well, you're kinda fucked. This forces you to properly time your jumps, adding a level of skill to my skill-less looking game. The next wave of object was the table fan, the evil fork, the oven, the ice platform, and a lot more. But I'm not gonna spoil you what they all do. You can figure it out yourself by playing the free demo on Steam. The next step was making a big chunk of the level and polishing it all up. I started by creating a ton of variations for the platforms I already had, giving each their own little animation. The TV turns on, the microwave opens its door, the shelves drop a plate, and I also just added a bump animation to basically any object that is jumped on to add this weight and impact to each jump. The final step that really brought the whole thing together was sound effects. Tons of sound effects. And that's where I am now. The game is terribly hard, and this is even the easiest difficulty. But I'm sure that you're thinking that you're a much better pro gamer and that the game will be easy for you. Prove it. The link is in the description. Prove it. The full game isn't out yet, but will be before the end of this year. So if you like the demo, don't forget to wishlist the game. Happy torture, and see you next time. Peace.
Such a smart kitty, huh?